the stars align with you, I can't help but think of you. When the stars align with you, I can't help. When the stars align with you, I can't help but think of you. When the stars align with you, I can't help but think of you. When the stars align with you, I can't help but think of you. When the stars align with you, I can't help but think of
Hey, what's up, man? What's going on?
Hello everyone to the 7K Mania World Cup 2018. We're here with the very first matches of the tournament. I am Potassium F, joined here today by Lusty Platypus.
Hello.
And we'll be getting straight into the first matches of group stage. First up today we have a small block of 2 hours, starting with Switzerland versus China on screen. Then we will be moving on to... what else were we moving on to?
Germany
what was
versus
it?
Singapore. After that is the scheduled stream.
Yep. So definitely some really intense matches up ahead. If you didn't know, this tournament is going to be 2v2 now. Brought down from the 3v3 the 3v3 tournament style last year. And if you don't know what that does, that actually makes it a lot closer. So we'll be able to see a lot of upsets, I'm expecting, in group stage especially.
Yeah, and also with the 2v2 format, we're also actually able to see a lot of teams that might not exist otherwise, such as the Switzerland team who's actually being showcased here today, who only have 2 members on their team.
Yeah, and despite only having 2 members on the team, Switzerland is a really strong team. They are mid-seed, and just the 2v2 format just helps them so much because 7k is not exactly a popular key count for Mania. So a lot of countries only have just like a few top level players and then not really many others.
Yeah, and 2v2 format really lets those really high level players really shine and try to carry their teams. Whereas in the 3v3 they might be kind of drowned out a bit more by teams that are a lot more consistently strong.
Yeah. Now we'll be switching over to the match, which will be beginning any minute now. We have Acario and Gamer for the Switzerland side, who are the only 2 players, so you would expect as much. And for China, we have Zhangfan and CRZ Satori.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see the first warm-up here. It's actually going to Sherry Roof from the China team.
Yeah, who do you think is going to win this match, Lusty?
From what I see, I actually think this has the potential to be pretty close, depending on both teams' performances and how well they perform under pressure. I could definitely see this kind of going a bit closer than some people might think.
Yeah, definitely.
I do think that China might be the favored team here.
Yeah, I would expect China to be the favored team, definitely, because they have such high caliber team members on them. But that said, this is still group stage, so the maps are not very hard. Definitely not hard enough for the top level players to really distinguish themselves. So lower level teams have a lot of chance to take off points or even matches from other teams.
Yeah, and obviously I feel like if this was a later round, I'd be heavily skewed towards China winning. But however, because this is the group stage, this is definitely the easiest that the maps are going to be. So ACT players are definitely going to be shining in this stage.
Also interesting to note, it is best of 7, so first not that many maps needed to win. So every point counts.
Yep, and we're coming into the first warm-up here from the Chinese side. Looks like a bit of difficulties coming from Zhangfan there. A couple misses at the start, but it's probably just because it's warm-ups. There's nothing too important going on.
Yeah, probably just missing the start of the map by the looks of it. As long as he doesn't do that in the actual match.
Yeah, Gamer was having a bit of trouble there.
We can see Zhangfan, even though he has full combat since the start of the map, he's having a lot of accuracy issues here.
Yeah, it looks like he's
sitting on about
quite
a
a bit
90.
early.
Yeah, that is not very good at all for groups.
Yeah, especially because we're using Scorby 2 for the tournament. Accuracy plays a massive role in how good your score is. In fact, it contributes to about 80% of your score.
Fun facts from Lusty Platypus himself.
Yeah, dude. I got all the facts.
Yeah, so a very streamy map, this looks like. And it does look like Switzerland is taking the lead. Which is quite good to see, actually.
And it's also not their actual warm-up as well. That's actually quite surprising. It also might just be because it is the warm-up, so people might not be trying as hard as they might in the tournament, but it still can give signs to how the match might go.
Yeah. Like we can see, especially I am quite concerned about Zhangfan's hit accuracy there. That is not ideal at all. Hopefully he could probably get that sorted out before the actual match starts.
Yeah, we'll have to see if that comes into play later, and if the Switzerland team tries to take advantage of that by maybe picking some easier maps and trying to accuracy their way through and get some easy points. Coming towards the end of the warm-up here, and it's looking like China's actually taking a slight lead here.
Yeah,
By about 40,000.
pretty much
Oh,
all of
bit more
that
than that.
lead is from CRZ Satori as well. That said, this map is quite a bit harder, quite a lot harder than any of the maps in the group stage pool.
Yeah.
So you
It's
can't really
a lot
take
more dense as well.
too much from it.
And also quite a bit longer as well than the average map in this pool.
Yeah, all the maps in the group stage pool are quite short, aside from the tiebreaker, of course. Which I guess kind of also just exaggerates how important it is to not mess up on any of the maps. A single miss could just completely ruin your team.
Yeah, because of the short maps, every miss is amplified a lot more than it would be in, say, like a 3-minute, 4-minute map, considering how most of the maps are averaging about 2 minutes long.
Yeah, no pressure, by the way.
Yeah, no pressure.
No
Smile.
pressure. Smiley face. So we should be getting into the second warm-up soon. And as this match is going on, we have another match that is taking place at the same time, which is Thailand versus Singapore, which will be also a really interesting match. Although it is, although Singapore is the higher seed, Thailand is definitely a scary team.
Yeah, I think Thailand is an interesting team because they definitely have a really strong player in their team, but I'm not sure they're gonna have to have their because Lost Cool was a very, very strong player, but probably one of the best. But they had to. It is a 2-player. It's not like it's because it's 2v2, one player can carry. You still have to have both players playing at least as well as the other players.
Yeah, especially in group stage, there's not much room for a one player carry.
Yep, we're gonna see the second warm up here. Eternal Reality. I believe this is Switzerland's pick, and it has O2 Jam in the name, so I assume this is going to be quite LN heavy.
Lots of noodles. Both Fripside and O2 Jam. This is
Name
definitely
level
going to
iconic
be,
duo.
yeah. This is going to be an extremely long note heavy map, I'm assuming.
Could also be a bit of information gathering from Switzerland here to see how strong their opponents are on LN style maps.
Yeah, and that will be valuable information. There are quite a few long note maps in the pool.
Oh yeah, that was that was definitely
Oof.
long note.
That was a nice inverse wall.
I think you jumped there from Glory there. Was that some big game manipulation there? There was a lot of white lines there.
Unrankable right there.
I think holding 7 nodes as well is also unrankable.
Oh yeah, it is. It is actually.
Seeing some heavy layering coming in here. Lots of LN.
Yeah, wow. This
Story
is
actually got very strong here. Full combo in that entire
some
section.
extremely difficult LN there.
Tori not
See.
jumping.
Wow, that combo.
The 1-man carry confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh, I ruined it.
The
Cuss out
carrying.
early.
Downfall carrying.
Yeah, wow.
Well, that was definitely a lot harder than the map pool we have today.
Just a little bit.
I
Just
think there was quite a bit of information gathered.
yeah. Akavia seems still, despite China having not a single miss on that, Akavia still seems like he's really good, really comfortable with LN patenting, and should have no troubles at all with the group stage long known
Yeah.
maps.
If we look at his score, he's actually got quite a solid ratio despite having nearly a whole percentage under Satori there. It's roughly a similar ratio despite that. Looks like China will be banning first here because they lost the roll. Let's see what they're going to ban. I think they might be banning the SV pick. Looks like I'm wrong though. They're banning an enemy.
Oh, and Anemone.
Yeah, Anemone.
Anemone. Anemone is quite a hard map, one of the harder ones of the pool, and it is also probably a little bit annoying because of the slight amount of SV that could throw you off. So a bit of choke potential.
Yeah, there is a
there.
little bit there as well. Well, I wonder what Switzerland's going to go for here then. I wonder, they might go for an LN ban? Looks like they're going to ban the SV pick, Sakas and Kagi.
Yep,
And
that
they're
one's
gonna
an expected one.
Yeah, definitely. I think we're going to see that one banned a lot throughout the tournament. It might be... I think it's one of those maps that you're going to see 100% pick ban rate. Just because if you don't ban it, you plan on picking it.
Yeah. So if like the team that any team that can't play it will basically be an instant ban for them. And if both teams feel like they can play it, it'll be a strong pick for both of them. So
yeah, I mean, if you haven't practiced it, it's a no-brainer. You have to ban it because not leaving it up, even if the other team has played it once, they have an extreme advantage over you if you haven't played it at all. So you either have to practice the SV pick or sacrifice your ban. Alright, we're waiting for the pick here from Switzerland. I think they might just go for something really simple like Loving Trip.
oh, and they go for a Kiko Massacre.
Never mind then, they go straight for the LN pick.
Yeah, this is you say the more AC-focused LN pick of the pool. It is quite slow and pretty long as well. But the holds that the map requires you to hold on to are quite tricky if you don't have your if your LN isn't like on point. But as we've seen, all of the players on both of the teams are quite competent in LN. So I don't think they should have too much trouble with keeping combo. It'll mainly be an AC game.
Yeah, I think this is actually going to be pretty interesting because I think both teams are actually, judging by the previous warm-up and also just from the general players on the teams, I think both the teams are really confident on LNs. So they might actually just try to stick to what they're comfortable with. And I mean, that might turn into an LN war just because both teams are so good at LN.
And we're seeing QX0407 sub in for China, who is an extremely good player for the Chinese side.
Yeah, the Chinese team is actually the second seed, so they have a lot of strong players overall.
You'll get
Looks like
into
we're
the
going in for the
first
first point.
map. As we can see, the map starts right out the gate with some nice LN here. Very important to be careful of
starts off fairly
the
simple.
releases. The releases can be a little bit tricky. But Kerio having a little bit of accuracy issues at the start, dropping below 99%. There is time to bring that back up.
He's going to see a slight lead towards China though at the start. And you have to remember this map, it is the longest map, non-tiebreaker map in the pool, but it is still quite short at 2 minutes 38. So any trip up can be quite major.
And both Switzerland players dropping below 99. So China does have the accuracy advantage for now, as we get to around the halfway mark of the map.
Yeah, and we're seeing a huge accuracy from QX0407 here. 99.6, the next highest ACK at only 99.0, just dropping under 98, still hovering around there.
Yeah, that's some extreme accuracy from QX. That will be not too far away from a score v1 SS.
Yeah, it actually looks like that accuracy alone is making up the score difference between China and Switzerland, at least majoritively.
Yeah, well, with all four players holding their combo, there isn't really much room for Switzerland to make a comeback here.
Yeah, this is what we were talking about earlier. Accuracy is hugely important, especially on score v2, and you can see it's basically deciding this match right now. Tori's actually increasing. It's increased by 0.2% since the halfway mark. Getting a 200 there, but it doesn't look like it's going to matter. Have to take a miss here. Even that might not be enough.
No, it's too late now, and China will take the first map on a break point. We do have 4 full combos though. Very good performance by both teams, but unfortunately the ACK just not doing it for Switzerland in the first pick.
Yeah, I wonder if that will make them shy away from the LN picks. Maybe not though, because all of them are still quite comfortable with LNs as compared to the more BMS Rice style.
And right away, China pick Prolovies, the Camellia map of the pool.
The Camellia map TM trademark.
Yep, every pool has to have a Camellia map. Well-known fact.
Yeah, this is a fairly all-rounder pick. Lots of different styles of patterning. It's difficult to know where to go though. If you're in Switzerland's position, it's difficult when you're getting out-acked in a pool like this, where if you're at a kind of high level, most of the maps are ackable anyway, as long as you have a player that fits that specific style. So it's kind of difficult to know where to go. You might see them trying to pick out some BMS style picks if the LNs aren't working, but they unfortunately, I think they completely banned out any SV maps.
Yeah, so both of the maps with SV in them were banned out, so there will be no SV deciding any points this match. but for now, what they can do is try to take a break point here, back from China.
Going to the start here, it's fairly simple, Ellen. Get that ACK lead. Surprisingly, this map actually has no SV at all in it, despite sounding like a map that would just be completely chock-block full of it.
Oh, no one breaking there.
Yeah, I heard the miss sound, and I'm like,
Yeah.
drop.
I heard the miss sound as well, but all is well. Everyone holding quite strong accuracy. Akario dropping a little bit in accuracy, but brings it back up to above 99.
Yeah, the slight accuracy lead here, an actual drop there from Akario. That's going to be really difficult to recover from, because not only now are they losing on the accuracy front, they're also losing on the combo front.
And right in the middle of the map is going to help it all as well.
Yeah, Switzerland's going to hope for a miss here from China.
Yeah, they'll need a miss from China at this point. Either that or some gigantic accuracy drops.
Let's see what happens on this section here. It's a bit more dense than the previous section. Looks like they're not having any trouble though, still maintaining that high AC. Gamer dropping below 99, although Akario is actually above 99% accuracy, strangely enough, despite dropping.
It looks like China will take their second point of the match.
Yeah, a little bit of accuracy drop at the end there, but it wasn't quite enough to mitigate the miss there.
Yeah, excellent ratio as well from Wilburn Chan.
Akario's score is actually really strange. Despite missing, he actually got a higher score than Gamer. Just because of better accuracy there.
Yeah, that does go to show that accuracy does have a lot of weighting. More than you might think, actually.
I wonder what we're going to see Switzerland picking here. I think they might just go for another LN pick. But we're getting into that dangerous territory where if they lose this pick, then they're going to have to win on China's pick to not get to not lose the match overall.
We'll see what Switzerland decides to go for here. They could stick with the long note and pick the Harajuku, or they could try something different.
I think they're either going to pick Harajuku or the tech pick.
And they do pick Harajuku Iehoi, which is the other long note map of the pool.
Alright, Switzerland's got to hope to win this one. Otherwise they're going to be in quite a difficult position where they're either forced to play the tiebreaker or worse, they have to give up the match to China.
And yeah, this is the best song of the pool.
No comment.
Wow, that's mean. But yeah, this is a very heavy long note map.
Yeah, we'll have to see if the heavy LN offsets the accuracy, and we see some misses coming from the China side, because Switzerland, we've seen, they're going to have trouble beating the Chinese accuracy.
We see right at the start, both of the Swiss players having a little bit of trouble with accuracy. China is holding on to extremely strong, 99.68% accuracy on both of the players.
Yeah, this is something we've been seeing for the past few maps that have been picked as well. So we're gonna hope that for Switzerland, they need to hope that China misses. Oh, but there's actually going to drop in Switzerland there. That's not good at all.
China is going to start out with quite a large lead. We are already half of the way through the map.
Yeah, this map is only 2 minutes long. Another drop from Akaria there. It's going to take something pretty major from China here to swing the lead back into Switzerland's favor. But there's already, I think, a 50k lead.
Yeah, slightly less than that, or just coming up to 50k now. As a gamer does find a drop as well. No more FCs left on the Switzerland side.
And the accuracies on the on China's side are just extremely high. I think they're higher than the last LN pick, despite it being harder and denser than the other LN pick.
Yeah, Gamer and Akira are really holding on as well. They do have really high accuracy for this map, but it's not enough compared to the extreme showing of China right now.
It's going to be 3 points towards China, and it's going to put them in the match point on their own pick, which is quite a bad position for Switzerland to be in, because they are pretty much at the mercy of whatever China wants to play.
Yeah, Switzerland's going to have to win 4 maps in a row, including the tiebreaker, in order to bring this back now.
We'll have to see what China's going to pick as their next map. Both LN picks are gone.
Oh, and we get Nageki no Ki. This this map. Yeah, this map is a very streamy map. So it has a lot of staircases in patterns that are actually quite easy to get the occasional miss by accident on.
I think it's also the highest BPM map in the pool, except for the tiebreaker, of course, at 191 BPM. Well, we are going to see some non-LN skills come into play here, especially since this map, I believe, has 7 LNs in it, or something close to that number.
Yeah, so no LN patternings at all. All just some staircases, nice little streams here and there.
And we should be getting into it quite soon. I think Kario is just AFK for a tiny bit.
Yep, we're getting into it now. We'll see if Switzerland can take a point back.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to hope for a slip up on the on China's end. As we've seen, they've not been able to add accuracy. China's I mean, they're pretty much perfectly playing these maps.
Well, we're getting a little bit of drop from accuracy drop from Satori at the start, but it's already built all the way back up.
We're actually seeing Switzerland take the tiniest lead, which I don't think we've actually seen yet.
Yeah,
it's actually neck and neck right now.
You can see the stream starting to come in here. I do think Switzerland has a small lead, a really slight one.
It looks like it's going towards China now. It's still so stupidly close. Like 8200, I think, instantly puts the other team in lead. I think just like that, I think someone got a 200 right then, or the accuracy lead just got a bit too wide and China's taking the small lead now.
Yeah, Switzerland's accuracy dropped a little bit during those streams.
We're approaching
And
the halfway mark.
Wilbin
Yo.
Chen with such great accuracy right now. I think he hasn't hit a single 200 yet by the looks of that.
Yeah, it looks like Wilbin is pretty much making up the entirety of the lead here. It's so small though still. Any miss, I think from any player, pretty much decides the fate.
Ooh,
And a miss from Macario there.
finding the miss on the tricky trills.
That is not good for Switzerland.
It's coming
lead's
into
getting
the
bigger and
end of the
bigger.
map.
It's right at the end
Oh,
here.
Wilbin Chen
Wilbin Chen
finding a
drop.
drop.
Will that be enough? I don't think
Oh, I
it's
don't
enough.
think it's enough.
It's so close. It's like 10k. Oh, it's a bit more than that now.
Yeah, no, it's 30k, but
yeah, cut the stream.
but yeah, unlucky for
That
Switzerland
was-
there.
Yeah, that
China
was
will
really close.
win
actually.
the match. China will win the match 4-0. But Switzerland definitely showing some strong performances. Just
Yeah,
not
Switzerland
quite
completely out yet though.
up to the
They
level
do
of China.
have another match in their group.
Yep,
Let me
there
see
are
who that's up against.
there are 3 teams in each group. So,
Yeah, so then
every
next-
team gets to play 2 matches.
Their next opponent will be against Argentina. So if they do beat Argentina, they still do go through to the bracket stage.
Most likely, yes.
Yeah, unless there's some strange thing going on.
3-way ties are possible. In which case the teams that go through will be decided by the number of maps won subtracted by the number of maps lost.
Yeah, some fancy math that I don't need to understand.
And now we'll be switching over to the Thailand versus Singapore match. I
I think
believe.
that one's almost over. I think it's 3-0 at the moment. And then mid-match,
okay.
so yeah.
Okay, yeah, there's like 10 seconds left.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to play fill mode
last map.
TM.
Okay, yep. And the last map of Thailand versus Singapore just finished, with Singapore taking a 4-0 victory against Thailand.
Yeah, Singapore being the top seed of that group, and also quite a strong team, especially for the group stage, and generally all around. I think they have skills kind of in any kind of skill set that they need them to have it.
Yeah, well, that will conclude our first 2 matches of the Mania World Cup. The next matches will be happening in about half an hour, so until then we have a bit of time to sit back and chill. So any questions you guys have for us in the Twitch chat, fire away, whether it be about the tournament, about Mania as a game mode, or just to say hi.
Yeah, we have feelings too.
Debatable.
Don't tell them that though. Anyway, Poddy, I've got a question for you.
Oh, what's that?
The upcoming match, Germany versus Singapore. Who do you think is gonna win?
Ooh. Well, Singapore coming off of a fresh 4-0 victory, that's got to feel good for them. I definitely think they'll have the mental game won right there.
Yeah,
Germany
and
might
they're
be
also already
shaking a
warmed
little
up.
bit. Yes, a really strong performance just then by Singapore against Thailand, who was the mid seed. Germany is the low seed of the group, so it is definitely expected that Singapore will win, especially with that kind of performance they just showed.
Yeah, I think I can agree. I think Singapore overall is definitely the favorite.
Okay.
For the group stage especially.
So we've been asked, what are all of the abbreviations you say? Okay, so it is probably a good idea to explain these. So
Yeah.
when we say starting off with LN, LN is short for long notes, which is basically like sliders for standard, if you want a comparison. So all of the times you see those big long rectangles on your screen where you have to hold and release on time. So it can be very tricky to time and to combo right, because it requires a lot of really skilled finger independence to be able to not only like time when you hit the note, but when you release it too.
Yeah, there's actually some changes, pretty major changes to how long notes work in Score v2. For starters, in Score v1, you'd get a huge amount of combo just for holding onto an LN in Score v1, and you'd also have a slightly different timing based on when you released it. They've changed some of how the timing works in Score v2, and they've made it so you only get 2 combo. In addition, if you don't let go of the slider, you can now also get a miss instead of the when you'd normally get 100 if you held on forever.
Yeah. The other abbreviation we've been saying as well is SV, which stands for scroll velocity or slider velocity.
Yeah, slider velocity,
and,
scroll velocity.
Although we actually haven't seen any SV yet on stream, if we do see it, it'll become very apparent. It is when, like, basically you have like the speed of the notes going down your screen. That can change a lot. So whether it like go faster or slower for brief moments, it can really trip people up.
The name comes from the OS editor, so it is based in standard terminology because we don't have sliders, but it basically just changes how fast the notes fall. And people manipulate that to make effects, and it can get pretty extreme eventually.
Yeah, there are very, very creative ways that people have utilized SV to make some really wacky maps. Which maps do you think will be the most picked and banned? So I think you go first.
Oh yeah, I think Sarkis and Kaigi is going to be banned the most. I think that's unanimously agreed. Generally,
yeah, I think that is also going to be the case. In general, Sarkis and Kaigi, of course, is the SV map, which, as we were saying, has a lot of really, really wacky slowdowns and speed ups, and that a lot of players don't like that. Basically, they don't like it at all, and you have to practice it a lot to be able to play it well. So generally in tournaments, it's quite standard to see the SV map banned a lot.
Yeah, as for most picked, I think Loving Trip is a quite desirable pick for most teams, just because it's quite simple patterning, and I think it's actually aside from Koei Masukai, it is actually the lowest star map.
Yeah, I would call it the easiest map. Kikoa Masukai is deceptively difficult for its star rating. Yeah, so the other map that you were talking about, Loving Trip, that is actually the easiest map of the pool in my opinion. It is quite safe, not too much potential to miss randomly or by accident if you are really comfortable with the patterning. Mainly just like an accuracy pick.
Yeah.
So I think it will be picked a decent amount, yeah.
Yeah, those accuracy consistency picks, they tend to be a slight bit easier than the rest of the maps, and that makes them quite desirable picks, just overall because they're quite safe.
And no, this tournament won't be 3 versus 3. It has switched this year to a 2v2 style tournament. And that's for a couple of reasons. Mainly because 7K as a key mode doesn't actually have that many players playing it at the moment compared to others like 4K. 4K obviously with a massive player base in Mania. And because of that, there's a lot of players from countries such as Korea and China, which in the 3v3 system just kind of like stomped everyone. But with 2v2, there'll be a lot more competition basically with the lower level teams who were previously held back by only having like a couple top players and not enough to actually form a really good team. For example, you would take Chile, who have two extremely good 7K players, but in the past have struggled a little bit because obviously they couldn't carry with only 2 players.
Yeah, I think 2v2 is the way to go. We could see, if we look back to the 4K MWC last year, in 3v3, you had to have those 3 players playing top caliber if you wanted to get quite far in the tournament. If you had one player slacking back, that really reflected on the end screen. But now with 2v2s, it opens up for a lot of teams that we otherwise wouldn't see to be able to join into the fray, such as who we saw earlier, Switzerland, who only have 2 players, and of course the previously mentioned Chile.
Yeah, we said Chile. We're being forced to. We got yelled at once before for saying Chile.
You keep saying that word.
Wow.
It's like Voldemort.
What?
What face?
Anyway, if anyone else has anything else to say, or if we missed your question by accident, ask away.
Yes, Pepe.
Pepe. Oh, what are your favorite groups?
Ooh.
Okay, let me get out the old group list. There was one in particular, or 2 actually. So
I know my
Group
one.
A. Group A is a seriously fun group to watch. It has a United States, Japan, and Russian Federation. All 3 of which are extremely high caliber teams. And I think any one of the teams could actually end up being eliminated in groups. Anything could happen, really. Just depends on the day and their
my
performances. Your favorite's probably the other one I was going to mention. Go ahead.
I don't know. Depends how much of a jokester you are. Mine's Group H because it's got Australia in it.
Oh, okay. Yep.
That's it. That's no reason.
Oh, okay. Well, wow. Nice. I was gonna say Group F because it has Indonesia and reverse Indonesia in it. The classic. But anyway, now we'll be switching over to the teams for the next match here. We are going to be streaming Germany versus Singapore. Singapore, of course, having just played off stream, and Germany, who we haven't seen yet. So how do you think about this matchup, Lusty?
I think Singapore obviously just showing that they're quite a dominant team. Germany also having quite a few strong players. I think Rohan is actually quite a strong player as well, their captain. I don't know,
Yeah,
I think Singapore's favoured though.
Yeah, looking at the Singapore scores, they were showing some extremely good, extremely high accuracy on all of the maps, particularly from Paralit and Romy. So those are definitely players to look out for. They seem to be very well versed in every kind of different skill, I would say.
Yeah, as for players, on the Germany side we have Rohan 04, Dulshock, Stankill, Plane 14. And on Singapore side we have Paralit, Bifanel, Realm Ripper, and Romy.
Yeah, so some pretty stacked rosters on both sides. We'll see if Germany can pull off anything against the top seed of Singapore.
Yeah, it'll be definitely interesting to see. We all love a good upset, but I think Singapore is just too strong a team to see Germany taking this match. We might see a few upset points.
Too early to say anything yet.
Yeah,
say anything definitive. That is.
I think that Singapore has the upper hand here, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yes, Malaysia is competing, I believe. But
yeah, they're in the
not yet.
Indonesia reverse Indonesia group.
Oh yeah. Pretty rough group right there. The red and white group. The red and white group.
We have Isn't It 4v4? The 7 key is currently in a 2v2 format for quite a number of reasons. One of the main reasons is because of player count, 7 key being one of the less popular key counts compared to, say, 4K. Another reason is it kind of makes it more fair for teams that don't have, 3 really, really strong players, but rather 2.
Yeah, so hopefully we do see some more close matches in the later stages of the tournament. $5K win. Yeah, we need to get the 5K Mania World Cup up. Also 1K. I want a 1K tournament.
Yeah, that's where the real tournament is at.
That's the serious skill right there.
Binding to spacebar is illegal.
Illegal?
Yeah, I decided it.
Nah, 9K is too hard. No 9K.
Yeah.
I don't have 9 fingers.
I don't think we'd be able to fit 9K on the screen. Too many keys. We're seeing some of the players actually come into the lobby here now.
401k. That would be a little bit challenging.
Wait, how many keys are there on the keyboard? I think there's 401.
Probably less than 401.
How many keyboards
Unless
would
you
you
have
need?
a lot of them.
I think you need like 3 for 401 key.
Doing a bit of quick maths in your head there.
I'm not counting all these keys.
What is your OSU nickname? I am Potassium F, and the other nerd here is Lusty Platypus.
I feel bullied.
No bully.
No bully.
No bully.
Well, we're getting quite close to that, is it 1 o'clock UTC? I believe it is. I'm doing, like, math. I'm like, what time zone are we in?
Yeah. Well, there's still about 8 minutes until the time that the match is supposed to start, so we still have a little bit of time sitting in here. Yeah, so what is your favorite country other than Australia, Lusty?
Other than Australia.
Other than
I say mini Australia, aka New Zealand.
New Zealand. New Zealand aren't in 7K Mania World Cup.
Well, you have to say, you can't just ask my favorite country and then be like, by the way, that's
Wow,
me.
But yes, I can. It's my question.
In the you're gonna make me pick a favorite, then they're gonna think I'm picking people. I should just say whoever wins. Whoever wins.
Whoever wins.
I'm easily swayed.
Wow, okay. I said other than Australia, by the way.
Oh,
But, sure.
oh yeah. Yeah, sorry. Okay, whoever comes second then.
We all know Australia's gonna win. That is the fact. It is tournament for second place.
We're not even in the bracket stage. When you look at the bracket on the wiki, we're already in at like the cup position.
Yeah, hey, last year we did not lose a single match in bracket stage in Mania World Cup. Fun facts.
And that's the only detail we're giving you.
Yeah.
Oh, I actually think we have the warm-up already for one of the teams. I don't know who.
Would this be Germany's?
I
Because,
have no idea.
Singapore
Because they have
doesn't
more players?
have both their players. Yeah, because they have more players in the lobby.
It's a 2/3 chance if it's Germany's.
Yeah, I can confirm playing piano tiles actually does help. I know Lusty and I like to go down to the local arcade and play some piano tiles every now and again.
I think it's called piano keys.
Same thing.
Yeah, no, licensing, dude.
Licensing.
Well, there's just about 5 minutes to go until the start of this match, and I'm going to ask you the same question because you put me on the spot there. What's your favorite country besides Australia?
Perth.
Wait a minute.
Got him.
Man, I wasn't even allowed to pick New Zealand. Which is actually a country.
No, it's not. Okay, so it looks like both there are no Singapore players in the lobby at the moment.
Oh no.
Interesting.
Is this how you win?
They didn't go back to sleep after their first match, right?
Oh, we have a question. How do you get better at Mania? And the easy answer, and really the only answer, is play more. It's as simple as that.
I mean, there's more you can say than
Yeah,
play
but,
more
I mean-
because it's
In essence, like fundamentally, you just play more.
yeah. So playing more is the way to get better at it. But then you also have to think about like, you know, how you play. So it's good to play like a diverse range of maps. And I'd like to say play maps that you can maybe like get like a mid A on, maybe around like 93%, and see if you can aim for S on them. That's the way I like to practice.
Yeah, ultimately everyone has their own ways to practice and get better, but generally it involves playing more. It's just how you play more, I guess.
Yeah, you gotta find your own style.
Yeah, we can see we're in the multi-lobby now, and we're going to have the warm-up Great Days Bites the Dust difficulty. Whatever that means.
Another one bites the dust.
It doesn't quite sound like that, though.
It's close enough.
It has it in the diff name. Hashtag confirmed.
No, it isn't possible to spectate the World Cup matches on OSU itself, unfortunately. The players have all been teleported to a magical realm outside of Bancho.
Yeah, and as soon as you teleported, then you get the shakes and you get nervous. I don't know, it's a weird side effect.
Yeah, I can confirm that is pretty true. Nerves
And that is
can
actually
be
a thing. Yeah.
it can be a big thing, especially with the newer players that haven't played in tournaments before of this scale.
Yeah, the tournament nerves are really a thing you have to consider. Oh, looks like all the players are also in the match now, and we could be going underway any minute now. I can't tell. I think there was.
I think they're just waiting for the
Yeah. I think they're
time
just waiting for
match to start.
Yeah.
Maybe for players to download the maps. I'm not sure how good Germany or Singapore internet is.
Probably better than ours.
Yeah, definitely better.
Yeah.
Oh, we're getting into it now anyway.
Yeah.
Interesting to see what kind of map this is. Whoever's pick
Yeah.
it would be. I suspect
And
Germany,
also to
but
see who performs.
oh god. Are those hit sounds just on my end, or?
Oh, I have hit sounds turned off.
Oh really? They're extremely loud for me. Holy crap!
That looks like there's some slow jam there, like really slow jam.
Yeah, it looks like it's so slow. The scroll speed looks quite brutal. little bit of long notes here and there.
Oh
god,
even
no.
slower.
Oh,
it's
it's
going
getting
even
slower
slower.
and slower.
Oh no, that's fast.
Maybe a bit of a scout out for Sakusen Kaigi.
Dude, this is a confirmed strike. And then it just gets banned anyway, and you're like, well.
Yeah. Sad. I would like to see Sakusen Kaigi played.
Yeah.
It's always really fun
It's one of
to
those
see
mind
us
game
females
picks.
play. Yeah, definitely. I want to see how well players actually do on it though as well.
Stand kill with the only full combo, but also the lowest AC. That's
No one
weird.
full combo
By-
victory. I think you missed at the start.
I missed it at the start. Okay. Never mind. I was wrong.
Highest
still.
combo anyway.
Highest combo. Yeah. That his ratio not quite as high as you would expect. Like if you compare it to
More rainbows.
Paralleek.
More rainbows than normal 300s.
Yeah.
That's perfectly fine.
Yeah, confirmed good enough.
Yeah.
Well, that's something we might have to take into note. The accuracy there might be a bit troublesome to just try and beat out Singapore on raw accuracy. That was Germany's warm-up, I believe, as well. So now we're going to see Singapore's warm-up. The track is going to be Platinum by Giori? I don't know how you pronounce that.
Giori? Yeah, I guess.
Giori?
J?
What?
J?
Let's stop before we say something stupid.
We already have, I think.
Worse than that.
Yeah,
I think we yeah.
But yeah, Platinum.
Regardless.
Both teams are going to be subbing in some other players for the warm-up here. Plan 14 and Realm Ripper coming in.
Yeah, we're going to see
a bit of a taste of yeah, what these
wine
other
tasting.
players have to offer.
Ew, this one tastes nice.
Noise.
Nice. Should be starting up anytime soon. I think Realm Ripper was on the wrong team.
Wait, is he on the wrong team?
I think he had like the wrong team color. Like now you can change that to a little flare.
Ah, right. Yeah.
Yeah, he had that wrong. Looks like they're going to sort that out real soon.
Yeah, should be getting into the second warm-up soon.
Looks like they've fixed that now and they're getting into the warm-up now. Alright, here we go. Into Singapore's warm-up, Platinum. Already looks much harder than anything in the group stage.
Oh, what is Plan 14's accuracy there?
Yeah, looks like he's having a bit of trouble with these sensor patterns.
Oh, his error bar, he was hitting extremely late. on those.
Yeah, it looks like it might just be a bit too hard for him to keep his accuracy up on. Especially that initial bit there looked a bit harder than the rest of it's been here so far. Looks like Paralit is not even bothered by this though, and he's holding a strong act regardless.
99.4%. That is some seriously high accuracy on such a seemingly hard map as well.
Yeah, it's going to come into play. This accuracy is probably going to come into play into the later pools, potentially, depending on how far Singapore manages to get.
Yeah, well, if they do manage to win against Germany, then they will have already been finished their group stage matches and have gone through to the bracket stage.
Yeah, unless there's
maybe the
sort of
fastest ever.
And there's some sort of weird three-way tie. I think they're definitely through so far.
If they lose this, there's a chance that
yeah, there's a small chance. Yeah, I think China's also doing their second match simultaneously, so we could see both these teams going through.
Potentially could have the fastest anyone's ever advanced to the bracket stage from the start of groups.
You heard it here first,
less
guys.
than
We have
2
speed
hours.
running bracket stage. Any percent.
Yes, Singapore is high seed, which is the highest seed there is.
Look at that ratio though from Paralit, 400 to 1900 ish.
Yeah, only
One
one
miss.
miss. Yeah. All players finding the S though, bringing it up at the end, which is good.
Yeah, alright, now we're going to go into the rolls. Looks like Paralit's going to roll a 35. And Stonkill's going to roll a 4. So that means that Germany is going to have to ban first, pick second.
Rolling one digit is never great.
But rolling one digit and winning is PogChamp. Well, looks like we're just going to see Masuka banned, the LN pick, I believe. And we're
Yeah,
going to see
Pico and Masuka.
So LN pick and SV pick being banned, and they're picking Loving Trip. And I think this is how we're going to see a lot of matches go, where they ban LN, SV, pick Loving Trip.
Or pick something else, yeah. Maybe the other LN
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, potentially. So I think we're going to get used to hearing this song quite a bit.
So this is Singapore's pick, yes?
Yes, it is.
Yep. So Singapore obviously feeling confident in their accuracy here.
Yeah, and we saw Paralit there, even on the harder charts, able to keep up a very high accuracy. And we're going to kick it straight off into the first map here. We're going to see who gets the highest score, who gets the good stuff, you know?
Ooh, right off the start we have Plane 14 taking a little bit of accuracy, but on the other side we have Realm Ripper also going really far down, getting a few 200s in the easier section there.
Yeah, the lead is not very big at all. It looks like maybe 1,000 points. It's still quite early on right now though.
Really close. Paralit though with really good accuracy seems to be making up for the difference that of Realm Ripper's act.
Yeah, it looks like Stankill also holding a very high accuracy as well, making this match very close. we're already at the halfway mark this map, only being a minute 50 long. And still, the scores are still just as close as they were before, considering how many notes there have been.
Yeah, it is very close. Realm Ripper and Play-In 14 both bringing up their accuracies to above 99.
Yeah, Parallel's still holding up at that high accuracy.
Oh, and Realm Ripper drops.
That's not good for
Drops combo at the very end there. But then so does
Stenkill drops as well.
Oh no.
Is that going to be enough to swing it back?
This is going to be really close. Realm Ripper's accuracy
is actually so
down.
close. Oh, it's so...
I think Germany takes the first point. Yeah, Germany takes the first point at the very end.
5,000.
Oh, that was really close.
Double-digit 300s from Paralit, getting a nearly 996,000 points. But that drop from Realm Ripper was just enough to give Germany that lead.
A 4,000 point difference.
Jeez.
Meanwhile, in Argentina versus China, there was another close map. The first map where China won on Sayonara Cruel World by only 8,000 points.
So we have two close matches going on.
Well, Germany takes first map in a break point.
Yeah, and Germany's going to go onto their pick now.
Hecky Recky. So perhaps...
The shortest map.
Yeah, it is the shortest map in the pool. It's only 1 minute long, I think.
Literally a minute.
Yeah, literally a minute. And it is one of the harder maps in the pool as well.
Yeah,
like mainly rice streamy patternings.
Yeah, so it's got a bit of density to it as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so perhaps Germany detecting Romy struggling a little bit in his misses in the first map and his accuracy. Maybe trying to crown that with another another rice oriented pick.
Especially because this map is 1 minute, OD8. Any misses are going to be huge.
This song is from Hajime no Ippo, I think. The boxing one.
The boxing one? I have no idea.
The boxing one. That boxing one.
Alright, here we go. We're kicking it off into the second map of the match. Will Germany take a second point, or will Singapore even it up 1-1? I think Romy connecting maybe a bit slow.
Yeah, he's taking a little bit to connect. Happens sometimes.
Didn't connect. I think we might see a restart here.
Yeah, well, this is a little bit awkward.
Yeah, Romy didn't make it into the match.
Playing.
Yeah, he's not playing on my end.
Perhaps he's playing by himself, off not connected properly. But anyway, we do have Paralit holding the highest score.
Actually, I think I got Romy on my end.
Oh yeah, I do as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, looks like
Never mind.
there's been a drop from DualShock. And there's a massive lead, actually, towards Singapore here. It looks like it's nearly 100,000 points at the ending there.
Yeah.
That was so short. By the time we sorted out the technical difficulties, it was over.
Well, it looks like extremely strong accuracy from both Paralit and Romy.
Yeah, combined 11 200s.
Might have been a bit of a Bit of a botched pick by Germany.
And
That
it looks
said,
like we're
it
going-
is 1-1 in score, so it's not that bad.
Well, it looks like we're going straight into Singapore's pick of Nageki no Ki, the O2 remix.
Going straight for all of the standard note picks, no LN, no SV.
Yeah. This one's a bit of the faster pick. Coming in at 191 BPM.
And this one we might see a couple drops on.
Yeah, we'll have to see if this drops or not, or whether or not it becomes kind of an accuracy battle.
There are a few little staircase patterns that can be quite easy to just mess up a little bit and find a couple drops on.
Yeah, and as we've seen, 1 or 2 drops is more than enough to swing the lead to the opposing team. Quite a few accuracy drops there from playing initially, dropping to 98% ac.
Yeah, playing one of the little streams a bit too early, getting 200s on pretty much all of them.
Yeah, I think we might see that quite a bit with the staircase patterning, because if you miss time 1, that kind of translates over to the next note, if you're not paying enough attention.
Jewel Shock finding an early miss. And that will give an early advantage over to Singapore right out the gates.
Yeah, and not only that, Singapore holding a really strong accuracy on both players. Both of them, until I said that, were above 99.8. Romy dropping a bit below now. But building up again. Seeing these staircase patterns, we're seeing a bit of drops from playing there, a few 200s and a few 200s from DualShock. Paralit, not phased at all. I think he got 1 200 there. Romy dropping a bit of accuracy as well.
Yeah, wow. Accuracy from the Singaporean side is just so strong right now.
Yeah, it looks like this was the correct pick for them. Just holding that high accuracy. Neither of the players on the Germany side above 99, while both the Singapore team players above 99.5. It's going to take something pretty major to give Germany the lead here, but I think it's going to be Singapore's point.
Yeah, the accuracy differences are just so high right now. I don't think there is any way for Germany to come back.
Yep, and it looks like it's going to be Singapore's point.
Only
there.
6 200s on the entire Singaporean team.
Yeah, Paralit showing off the accuracy, 993k just about.
But it is not the end of the world for Germany right now. They are 1 point down, so 2-1. So we'll just have to see how they decide to respond.
Yeah, I mean, it's not out of the world to suggest that they would get more points. We've seen that they could do it, and they can probably do it again.
So they should probably stay away from the more accuracy-oriented picks as we've seen.
Yeah, but
And maybe
I
go
believe
for
they did ban long note, so maybe they're not too confident on that. So maybe we might see
something like an enemy.
Yeah.
Anemone.
An anemone.
It's hard to pronounce.
I remember from Finding Nemo.
Anemone.
Anemone.
But that could be a potential pick. When we see Stankill swapped in for Germany.
Pulling out the old SV, slight SV pick.
Oh, they do pick the LN map.
They actually went for LN. That's surprising to me.
Perhaps they feel
Might
that
be-
this is the only way they can get some points, because obviously the accuracy maps were not going in their favor.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, Loving Trip did, but
Loving Trip did, but you know, Loving Trip's gone. Can't pick
Yeah, we
that
might-
again.
I feel like we might see Galavis from Camellia coming up soon. Coming off the other match, we actually see China winning, I think, 4-0 against Argentina.
Yeah.
Although Lucas from Argentina side actually was the MVP for every single map.
Oh, that is interesting. Really outstanding performance by him then. We are
Oh, wow,
getting
we're actually
into...
seeing early act drops from Lifer now. I think 200 the first note, and also Play in 14 dropping act. Stankill dropping a tiny bit of act, but Romy holding on 99.8.
Romy with hitting all 300 so far, which is really good. It's definitely really hard to get high accuracy on this map in particular because of the release timings. So in Score V2, obviously you have to time your releases really well in order to keep up high accuracy. And just there we have Play in 14 finding the first drop of the match, about a third of the way in.
Yeah, it's not going to play into Germany's favour. We can see the lead actually quite heavily going towards Singapore here. It looks like it's about 30k.
And that's coming out almost entirely out of Romy's extremely good accuracy right now, 99.7.
Yeah, it's quite a good act considering how long notes are generally considered harder to get that good accuracy on. We're seeing a drop there from Stankill.
Dropping right on the not even LN section there, right before the chorus.
Yeah. So now Singapore has both players on a full combo. Plane dropping again. Germany has no FCs remaining.
Singapore's lead stretches to almost 100,000 points as we come to the end of the map.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Singapore's point unless players literally let go of the keyboard. Actually,
It happens.
Viper now having a bit of a struggle at the end there, but it's not nearly enough to make it matter. It looks like it's going to be a 100,000 point difference. Well, that was the only non-banned LN pick there, but
Yeah, so
yeah,
Singapore.
3-1.
So now Singapore's match point, and they get their own pick now. So it's definitely an uphill battle for Germany from now on.
I think we're going to see the Camellia map. I feel it.
You feel it. I don't know. Who knows?
What do you think they're going to pick?
What if it's Sayonara Cruel World? Nah, Sayonara Cruel World.
I mean, I think it's one of those two maps.
Okay, no, it's probably these.
Yeah, I was so right. I knew it. They call me, I don't know. They call me Lusty Platypus.
Well, this is more of the ACK map of the remaining ones. So it makes
Yeah, I
sense.
feel like
that
Singapore just wants to just go
just
with what
wanna
they know they can
choke them out.
have an advantage on.
Yeah. Choke them out in ACK.
Singapore. We're gonna see, will this be the last match, the last map of the match, or will Germany take another point and potentially go for that tiebreaker hype? Because I mean, if they take this point, they could pick an enemy, and I mean, I'm not too sure if we've seen enough to know, like, if they've practiced those like slide SVs enough. Because I think Singapore did actually ban the SV pick, so they might not have actually practiced as much as they needed to for an SV pick.
Early accuracy drops coming in from stand kill. Other than that, everyone else holding pretty strong.
I actually thought they would sub Paralit back in.
Yeah,
Apparently.
interesting.
Maybe not as confident on this map.
Yeah, maybe. Does have a bit more long notes in this than the other accuracy-oriented maps. So
Yeah,
perhaps
that could be a
Paralit not as confident with his long note ability as Bye for now.
Well, yeah, it looks like there's a slight lead towards Singapore coming to this halfway mark of about 20,000 points.
And that's coming from about 1% difference between stand kill and Rummy's accuracy, as you can see.
Yeah, it looks like Romi's Ack is doing a lot of work in Singapore right now. We'll have to see if there's any drop from any players coming up in this section here. Looks like everyone's kind of holding strong, and there was no major backdrops, and it looks like Singapore is going to take the lead there.
Yeah, we'll see a 4-way full combo, but with the accuracy advantage, Singapore will take the 4th point of the match.
Yeah, making it 4-1 Singapore versus Germany, which means that Singapore is guaranteed to go to the bracket stage.
Yeah, and with this we have both Singapore and China winning 2-0 in their groups, and they will both be advancing to the bracket stage.
Yeah, and both Germany and Switzerland will have to play another match to see where they stand in the group. That means that there's no possible three-way tie in their groups either, so the winner of those matches will go through to the bracket stage as well.
Yeah, some really important matches coming up for both of those teams. Anyway, I believe that will be it for the current block. So we will be turning off the stream for I think a few more hours until we have the next matches coming up.
About 3.5 hours until the next match, which is Norway versus Canada. That'll be at 5 PM UTC. Hope to see you all there, and thank you all for watching MWC 7K 2018.
Yeah, see you next time.